forever, my man. Oh yes, so no me wanna wash nana. Biafra forever, my man. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, Mama. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Nieruwe yo, Bitrowe Salot. With the same the freedom you brought to do well for us. Puro Bisoko with the same no. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. Dear Simon Joko, you have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo and Isuku, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister, say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Oh, Amorutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. That is the truth. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. Bisoko with the Sedo. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the Sedo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the Sedo. Claradim say you are so good. Anna Wabada Guru. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the Sedo. Urobisoko we throw a salute. Even lucky star, it is Sedo. You do well, it is Sedo. Brgie said, you do well, we salute you, we throw a salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy. For your good work cannot be quantified. Oh, Amorotomo Agbadaguru. Ewo, Isuko
I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is the message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. You do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Moroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra. When the Siputa, Makamwero Mekanyinaga. Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. Oh, when the Moroku, Makamwero Wangi. Oh, when the Muruchekwa, Makamwero Wewu Biafra. Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. The spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien, Okeruo. When the Biafra Gideon, Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Oh, Amadike no na donjon, Umukekweki Eremeyae. Odike, Mosike, Rurajobalike. Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, once Simon M. It wants to smooth to swing up and even I would have. They brought it out from my Ebudo. Oh, Guinea. Once Simon Epa, Emesu Wokwere, Onyendu. Iye Jamalike, Imapa Simon Epa Wukie. Iye Jamalike, Simon Epa Watakatabo. Ojuda Kweni, Mwiwe Onyendu Kine Betata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Prime Minister Veronin, and you got one who got I will follow you, and I will follow you, I will follow you, what's that on Veronin? The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you're looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Okwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Epa, or Guinea. Master Simon Epa, Biko, GC, Kaka, Nobu, Atakata, Kaina, Boki. Ojuda Ueyi, Kwipolonyendu Kine Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said bronze. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Prime Minister Veronin, and you got one who got I will follow you, and I will follow you, I will follow you. Oh, Madike Biafra, Dahi Moroka Biarole. Iye Jamadike, Biafra Republic Government Awukie. Iye Jamadike, Commander General Lewejiri. General Butuso, Suna Atakatawo. Commander Holy Ghost, Okonyendu Borokunu Nazatata. Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Biko Kulien, Maka Biafra, where putara anyị onye ndu ihe Simon Efa Obatobiye.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us.
That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All these we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
welcome, 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 fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, wherever you are watching us from. I welcome you to this amazing program. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. Wherever you are joining us from, I appreciate you. I thank you for being part of the program. Please like and share this program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Share to everyone that you know. Share it in all your WhatsApp group. If you have not yet subscribed, please kindly subscribe for you to be updated, and also touch your notification bell so that you'll be notified each time we upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, you know in this platform, as always, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to attack people or any individual. All we do in this platform is to bring the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world, to tell the world what is going on in Biafra land. We come here to speak to the world about the attack that the zoo is carrying against the Biafran people. That is what we do. In this very platform, we come here to encourage the Biafran people to continue to hold on to their rights, the right to self-determination, the right to life, the right to self-defense. We are here to encourage you to hold on to those rights. They are rights that belongs to you, and you must not gamble with it. It does not matter what the enemies are saying. It doesn't matter their propaganda, their blackmail. They are going to come with different kinds of blackmail, but I bet you as a Biafran, you already know whom they are. You know them when they are coming, and you must not shake, not even for a minute. We must continue to hold on to our freedom and hold it tight. Don't allow anybody to take away your freedom. My fellow Biafrans, remember in this platform, every morning section is an interactive section, a section where we come to interact with the world. We come here to speak to people of the world and tell them what is happening in Biafran territory. It is a mandate that has been given to us, and in this, our generation, we are going to restore Biafra. We are not going to hand over this very calamity, this very intimidation and attacks against. We can't hand it over to anybody else. We are going to complete this assignment in our own era. And as you can see, already Chukwu have given us someone that is very committed and knows what he wants. The Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. And we can see his good work on daily basis on different platforms and different forums, making things happen. And as long as we are consistent and following events, you will have no reason to regret. Our freedom is sure, and we are going to be free. On this morning program, if you want to join me on stage, feel free to click the link. It does not matter your religion, it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter whether you support Biafra or you do not support Biafra. If you have any argument, if you have any question, any contribution to make, if you're watching me from the YouTube, you can click the link and join me on stage. But those who are watching from TikTok or you're watching from Facebook, you cannot be able to join me on the program. You cannot be able to join. The only place you can be able to join me is on YouTube. If you are watching me on YouTube, you can be able to join me on YouTube, and everything you're going to see, and also you will be able to contribute your own quota, make your argument, and ask your questions. But wherever you are watching from, you can equally send out your question on the comment section. Once I see your question, I will definitely respond to your questions, and by the special grace of Chukwu Bikabiyama, we will be able to do what we have to do. Everyone that is watching, I can see Obumneke Uzebu. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. My brother Obumneke Uzebu, thank you so much. You are watching from Facebook. And every other one that is watching on the Facebook, as you're watching there, please try to share so that others can join us too. Those who are watching on TikTok, invite somebody to join us. And if you are watching me from YouTube, make sure you like the program and share to other people to join us, because it is another great day. Today is Friday, and as you all know, we will continue to do what we have to do, that we have signed up to continue to ask and demand for the restoration of independent state of Biafra, and that is where we are. Today is Friday, and today is the 10th day of the 30 days lockdown in Biafran territory. Day 10 of 30 days lockdown of Nigeria institution in Biafran territory. Biafra restoration is not negotiable. Support Biafra now. Today is the 10th day. Wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike to pay attention to every single statement we are going to make. We are entering into difficult stages. Every blessed day we are advancing to more difficult stage, more risky stage. That is why it is important that every Biafran, wherever you are, when you join the program, you invite someone to join you also. If you are not in the Biafra land, wherever you are, you can equally extend the message to your family back home so that they can know what is happening. The 30 days lockdown is ongoing and the fire is intensifying. The declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra, which we are supposed to hold December 2nd, we definitely hold. And that is why the zoo is running helter-skelter. That is why today you see the zoo are intensifying on their wickedness. They are increasing on their genocide. They are increasing on all manner of illegal activities in Biafran territory, including taking the life of the innocent ones. The only reason why you see them moving in that direction is because they have seen that at this time, nothing is going to stop the restoration of independence of Biafra. They are seeing it clearer than ever. They are seeing it very, very clear. Even if you yourself cannot see it, the zoo are seeing it. That is why you see them going in the direction they are going. And if you are a genuine Biafran, any place you are on the planet Earth, more especially those in Biafra land, you must be very, very careful. Every Biafran must pay attention because the blackmail and propaganda is going to increase. The propaganda and blackmail against the Biafran people is going to increase. As for the government of Biafra, under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, by now you should know that nobody can distract him. He is unshakable. No amount of blackmail will make him step back. The government of Biafra today, under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, is very, very strong and formidable. No amount of distraction will make the government of Biafra to look back. It will never happen. That is why you see them diverting their attention in creating fear in the life of Biafrans. They are creating fear. That is why you see the kind of inhuman treatment they are giving to people, and they cover it. They are committing genocide in Biafra land, and they cover it with video and they share it. The intention is to instill fear in you. But wherever you are as a Biafran, you must not be afraid. The only thing you have to do is to be security conscious at every given point in time. You must be security conscious. Yesterday, our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa had a broadcast on Twitter Space, an update. If you have not yet watched that update, I am still going to stream it on this platform later on. But I want you to know that we are winning and there is no going back. The only thing you have to do for yourself today is make sure you do not pay attention to any of those propaganda they are going to push. They have already started. When they capture the criminals, the IPOB in Nigeria who are kidnapping people, they will now tag them the Liberation Army. That is what they'll be doing. They are going to be taking some of their criminals, some of their kidnappers, and they tag them Liberation Army. The Liberation Army of Biafra is intact, and the Biafran government is taking good care of them. We have not lost anyone. If we do, you are going to know about it. They are going to be using different kinds of picture to push wrong messages and claim that these are Liberation Army. They are not. You have seen the recent one they did when they began to circulate a video and mentioning our Prime Minister in the name that those are liberation army. But when you see the vest they wear inside, the clothes they were wearing inside says no seat at home. How can a member of the Liberation Army be wearing no seat at home? How does it work? How can a member of the Liberation Army be wearing no seat at home? When you know that our Prime Minister is the one in the front line, encouraging Biafrans to continue to hold onto their seat at home for the release of Asuna Mazinandikano and release of all political prisoners of Biafra. But yet, because Chukwu Okekabiyama have covered their eye, covered their minds, they cannot be able to get through. When the gods want to kill a man, they will first make him mad. Because of their madness, they cannot even take time to study the video they are using for their propaganda. Everything in that video they are using for propaganda represents the Zoological Republic, represents the IPOB Nigeria. You don't have to be surprised. It has become very, very clear. There's nobody that has doubt today. Nobody anywhere has doubt that the IPOB Nigeria is working to favor the Nigerian government. Nobody has a doubt. We have seen several videos, even in confession. We have seen in confession, live confessions, videos, texts, and messages, audio messages, pictures, how they are working for the zoo. And these are the ones that the zoo is using for their propaganda. But it is so shameful that many of them who have been used at the end of the day, the same people who use them will be the ones to take them out. As you yield yourself to be used as a propaganda against Biafra, you will never succeed. After using you as a propaganda, the same people that used you will be the people to take you down. If you think your propaganda can make us stop, think again. You think your propaganda can make us change our mind, think again. We have just started. Did you hear what I said? I said we have just started. And before you know it, you are going to be seeing a different ball game. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you to be strong and steadfast. Do not pay attention to any propaganda. They are going to come with more tough. There are some of them that is going to look very real. But the only thing that should be your consolement is that freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. The collective interest of every one of us is to be free from the zoo. When you remember that, whatever you see, whatever you hear, don't get distracted. Focus and continue to pursue your freedom. We have heard and seen every single thing they are planning. And what you should be concerned about today should be how to protect yourself. On the program of our Prime Minister yesterday, some people were asking so many questions. And some of the questions, the ones I remember, I'm going to be addressing them also here, because our Prime Minister gave answers to many of those questions. Some were asking how the Biafran government and the Liberation Army is going to protect those who are in Biafran land to avoid what happened in the past 2 days ago to happen again, where they went and took the innocent life of the elders and set them ablaze. Some people were asking about the means to stop it. And our Prime Minister made that address and he said, which is something he has said very long time, you have no business going close to these people. When you see them, go away from them, run away. Anytime you see the Zoological Republic terrorists, the very first thing you have to do is to run away from them and save your life. Any place you are, you see them and they are coming towards you, run as fast as you can. The Liberation Army of Biafra cannot be everywhere. At least you have to save yourself out of the zone before the Liberation Army will arrive. Any place you see them, don't think they are coming to save you. They will deceive you and tell you that police and army are your friend. They are not your friend. You saw those men who they took their life and set them ablaze. You saw what happened. These people were innocent people who probably saw them and pretended that nothing is going to happen. Some of you will be deceiving yourself. Oh, that you are not talking about IPOB. You are not speaking about IPOB. You are not asking for freedom. You are not speaking about Biafra. You are not talking about Biafra. You are not pursuing any Biafra. You are not sponsoring Biafra. And for that, you think you're free. You are not free. In fact, your own case is worse. Because in your own case, you don't know your defense. You are very empty. They will just come in and take you. And it is because of people like you that they succeed in getting people for propaganda. Those of you who feel that, oh, we are not talking about Biafra. I am not part of this Biafra. This Biafra self. Let us have peace. Let us do this one. Those of you that are seeing the Biafran agitators as troublemakers. Every single one of you, I'm talking about the Biafran people who have failed to support this Biafra. You are going to be the one that are going to use as a propaganda. Because every genuine Biafran should know that they have to stay away from the terrorists in uniform and off uniform. Any place you see them. If you go to filling station, they come there, go away. Just carefully get away from there. You are in a restaurant and they enter there. Run for your life. Any place you see them, stay away from them. Continue to run as far as you can. This is the only way you can be able to survive what is coming. Nobody is telling you to go and engage them. Do not go and engage them. Don't stand and wait for them to come, because when they come towards you, they're not going to ask you if you're a member of IPOB or not. They are not going to ask you if you are supporting my sister or supporting the African government. No. They will take you out immediately. When you see them and you pretend, some of you don't understand. And that thing has been happening for a very long time. When you hear about the Asaba massacre were people who pretended that they will not fight. They decided not to join others who were protecting their cities when they were protecting their cities. While people are in the war front fighting and defending their cities, some people sat at home and they pretended that they are not. And when the terrorist soldier of Nigeria came into Asaba, they came out to welcome the soldiers as innocent civilians who are not fighting. What did they do? They opened fire on them. They open fire. So when we tell you to run away from the zoo, when you see them, run away from their terrorists when you see them, it is not just a made-up story. It is because of past experience, and they continue to do it again and again. The devil have only come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. That is why whenever you see the devil, you run away. The devil you have in Biafra land today is the military. The Nigerian police and the Nigerian military, they are the devil. When you see them, you run away because they have come to kill, to steal, and to destroy. And that is what they are doing. You can see all their traces of destruction captured on video. They have committed so much crime that they cannot stop. The only thing you have to do today as a Biafra is whenever you see them, run away from them. Very, very important. The very first thing you do. Before you ever call or make a report, once you see them, you run away. Save yourself first. And everywhere you are in Biafra land, you can organize yourselves. Organize yourselves. You can have your own forum where you'll be passing information in your own area. Organize yourself in your own area, in your community, your village. Have a central WhatsApp group, a place where you can be passing for it, so that any place you cite them, you put a message, and other people, everybody will stay clear. This message is mainly for people in Biafra land. Wherever you are in your communities, in your villages, open up a medium of contact, maybe a WhatsApp group or whatever, where you will be dropping a message. Each time you hear they are coming, you drop them. Or maybe you are going home and you cite them. Anybody in the village that cites them will drop a message so that people can take precaution and stay clear. Whenever you hear they are coming, first thing you have to do is to run away. Save yourself first, then you pass the information. And I bet you the Liberation Army will be there. The Liberation Army of Biafra cannot be everywhere at the same time. They can't be everywhere at the same time. But as long as the information reaches them, they will definitely appear. Do not bother yourself. Once they get information that something is happening in Biafran territory, nothing is going to stop them from coming there. They will come. But before they arrive, you must do everything you can to see that you save yourself for the time being until they come on board. That is why we urge every Biafran, wherever you are, do not allow the propaganda of the zoo to distract you. Do not allow their lies to limit you. You must always focus to the reality of the day. While we proceed on the message, let us hear this from our Prime Minister, Mazisa.
Today, why Nigeria are killing Nigerians who believe in Nigeria, protesting they are killing them, it is only Biafrans that have not fallen victim. For the wisdom of the government of Biafra, that the only thing we know is to protect the life of our people, we go to any extent to do that. And today, the political criminals are speaking. They like good things. But inside themselves, they know it is possible only by the Biafra government. Nobody listens to them. If we have called for protest, Ali Igbo will be burned. I am telling you, everywhere will be burned. But we said, we know Nigeria is not our concern. And because of this, the next 1 month, the 1 month lockdown of the government institution.
You have heard our Prime Minister. The primary objective of the Biafran government is to protect Biafra land, and that defense is being built and built very strong. Biafran people must be protected. The lockdown you are seeing today is something that has been announced by our Prime Minister, and it is targeted at protecting Biafran people. We cannot afford to continue to watch our people being decimated the way they are doing it. We cannot continue in that path. That is why it has become necessary that the delegitimization of Nigerian government in Biafran territory is something that every Biafran must take serious. The delegitimization of Nigerian government in Biafran territory, it is something that every single Biafran must take serious. We must not play with it. It does not matter the propaganda they push. It doesn't matter the agenda. It doesn't matter the attack. No amount of their evil should make you to step back. We must always continue to be focused on that part of freedom, because it is only you and I that will give ourselves freedom. Nobody cares about you as a Biafran. Nobody cares about me. Our life is in our own hand. Whatever we make it is what it's going to be. If you continue to pretend and you are not doing anything, I bet you are going to regret it. We have gotten to a stage where we can no longer tolerate fear. Remember one of the messages of Mazen Nandekano? He said it in capital letter. He said, nothing will stop us from having our freedom. No human being. And he went ahead to say that the only thing that can hinder you and I is fear. And the zoo know that. That is why today you see them putting fear in the heart of Biafrans. That is why you see them today attacking innocent citizens, and they take the video and cover to make you afraid. Fear not. Fear not. Because a coward dies 1,000 times before his own death. You don't have anything to fear. Every one of us is dead already. Each time a Biafran is taken out, we are all taken out at the same time. Anytime you see a Biafran in distress, it is you that is in distress. We must begin to see ourselves in each other. That was how we were able to survive the 1967 to 1970 Civil War. From 67 to 70, we were able to survive because of Onyaga and Wani. We were able to survive because we all came together and put our minds together. The same war is coming up again. The only way we can be able to succeed is to put our hearts together, mind together, support each other. When your brother is taken down, you are also taken down. Injustice against one is injustice at all. Just like the death you saw in Oboru, those innocent men who were murdered in cold blood and their corpses set ablaze. It is every single one of us that was set ablaze. When you watch them burning, you imagine yourself in that position. That is why we have to avenge their death. Do not be afraid. And I want you to hear it directly from our Prime Leader, Mazen Nanakana. Don't be afraid. We must fight on. Only fear can stop us.
And I said before I speak to them, I also give my conditions, which I know they couldn't meet. It's not possible for them to meet it. And I did it deliberately. I didn't want to speak to them. They sent out Joseph Carlo to come to me. First to my parents. My father said no. My mother said no. That where I stand is where they stand, in life or in death. And they came to prison. I was even from DSS dungeon. The promises came. The vice president, anything you want. You have a very beautiful wife, you better go and enjoy her than being in prison. Wow. Anything you want. And I said no. That what I want is a referendum to determine if you good people want to be part of the zoo or part of Nigeria or part of Biafra. Choose one, zoo or Biafra. They said no. And Sibajo tried to make contact. When I came out, I don't know if I've told this story before actually. And Ohaneze hijacked it. I went to see Nia Wode in his house. We sat down, had lunch together. And I told him what my conditions were to lift the boycott in Anambra State, which they couldn't meet. And I said to Wode very simply, go to Abuja and tell these people that these are what our people are asking for. I said to him, go and bring us something. Not for me, for everybody. He went there and started negotiating for a ministerial position for one of the children. I'm telling you, one of them is fact, ask him. Somebody asked him, but you people are being called to Asorok because of Nnamdi Kanu. Why didn't you tell him that you're going to Asorok? He said it is for Igbo leaders. And once the powers that be knew that he hadn't IPOB support, they just gave them 5 million naira for transport and dismissed them. Hadn't Nyawodo remained with me, when the governors called me, I told them the same thing in front of Professor Ben Wabeze. They said, oh, but Nwodo, Soludo, Ebremadi is upstairs. Do I want them to come? I said, no. Government House, Enugu. The former DSS director came with his bags of money in euros, in white sacks to bribe. Ask anybody working in Government House in Enugu. I said, no, I don't want to see them. Not because I want to be the only cock crowing, no. Because of consistency. Can you last? When you're tempted, are you going to succumb? Can you sustain this very effort we're making? So they have come. And I gave them my conditions which they can never meet. Open Warri Seaport, open Iguacha Seaport, open Calabar Seaport. Make Enugu an international airport where we can fly to US and come in at will. Build Iguacha Enugu, Onitsha Enugu Express Road. Complete second Niger Bridge. Are these things difficult?
No.
As I'm telling you this, go and ask them in Asorok if you have friends there. They have the piece of paper I gave to them. They ran away. Because some Igbo men were busy gossiping, saying if you allow him When he finishes fighting Nigeria, he will come here and fight us and kill all of us. That's what they said. And you know one other thing they said? They told every Igbo billionaire around the world that nobody should give me one dime. Ask them that if you give Nnamdi Kanu money, he will go and buy weapons. That nobody should give me anything. I'm going to hear you won't believe it. That we are here is by the grace of Elohim, not by any of our strength, to be honest with you. Any day we are serious, the world will know. How do you want Canada to regard the Biafra referendum or even USA? The people that the ambassador knows are the governors, or maybe Hanese. Did you people not hear that British government went to Biafra land when I was in prison? Oh my goodness. They are